What's up, Jobber Nation? This is JobbernationTV. I am the champ here. Today's video, I'm gonna just ask the question, should Asuka, the most dominant woman wrestler in the world today, go to Raw or go to Smackdown Live? That's gonna be the question after Asuka relinquished her NXT title, going undefeated, beating each and every single one of her opponents. She's injured, but now when she returns, she already made her intentions known. That next, she is looking for bigger opportunities, which means she is going to the main roster. So what this means is that Asuka is either going to go to Raw or SmackDown Live. And the question I want to ask you guys is, which show should she join? It's kind of pretty difficult because right now I feel like the women's division in the WWE has sort of started to, I don't know, maybe fade a little bit. It's not as exciting, it's not as interesting as it was maybe just like a few months ago. I feel like right now they're running the same old stories. SmackDown Live is really struggling in my opinion. Naomi, she's a great champion. I think Naomi, they're doing her wrong by not giving her any top opponents. Well, they did her wrong by not giving her any top opponents. And then she lost the championship to Natalya, who is the absolute worst choice to become women's champion. But Carmella has the money in the bank. And can somebody please explain to me how you're going to have Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch, two of the best in the WWE women's division, yet not even put them in a major feud or put them even on the show? I know Charlotte's been going through, the sad situation with Ric Flair, but even before then, she wasn't really making that big of an impact on SmackDown Live. Definitely dropping the ball. The fact that you can have talented women like Naomi, Becky, Charlotte, Flair, and yet you're focusing on Tamina. Seriously, nobody wants to see Tamina. Lana, who should just go back with Rusev. Carmella is still growing. I like her character. She's getting better. Just have to improve her ring work. And then you have, who else do we have in that division? Natalya, the champion. Oh, she is so boring. Hopefully she gets rid of that title. Hopefully she loses that championship as soon as possible. But not giving Becky and Charlotte Flair any type of storyline is definitely a major miss. So right now, SmackDown Live's women went from being exciting and interesting to being boring and bland in the span of a few months. They definitely need Asuka. Asuka would definitely spice up that division. Even Nikki Bella needs to return, because she would even spice up that division, which is surely and definitely needed. We go over to Monday Night Raw's women. And I know there's a lot of complaints with the IWC about how they're mad about how Sasha Banks has won the championship 4 times, have lost it fairly quickly each and every single time, which is true. And there's a lot of people now starting to turn against Alexa Bliss, saying that they're giving her a major push when she doesn't deserve it. I'm going to be the first one to say that Alexa Bliss is one of my favorites. She has the look. She definitely has the mic skills. Her in-ring skills are sort of lacking. She definitely had her best match with Sasha Banks, and now she's gonna go in a rivalry or a story with Nia Jax. And I can't say I'm really into this Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss rivalry. I'm not the biggest Nia Jax fan. She's not terrible like she was, I guess, in NXT. She's gotten a little better, but still, I'm not just feeling Nia Jax. I'm actually going to admit, I do not want Alexa Bliss to be the champion. I wish they would have given Sasha Banks a longer title reign. I wish that Sasha Banks would have turned heel. I wish that Sasha Banks could show some personality rather than the bland babyface she has been since coming to the main roster. And Bayley has been a waste. You know what they should do? Raw should trade Bayley and Emma to SmackDown. Trade them to SmackDown for maybe somebody like Natalya, if you want Natalya and Carmella. or even Natalya and Tamina. Somebody like that. They need to make a trade because Emma is getting misused. They're trying to embarrass Emma when she's very talented. When you give her a story, give her something good to build off of. She's actually really talented. One of the most talented women in the WWE. Believe it or not, you might not can't tell. You probably can't tell by the way they've been booking her, but she is. Mickie James has been wasted. So I feel like Monday Night Raw has a lot of talent. It definitely has a lot of talent, but they're misusing this talent, and now it's resulted in a women's division that I simply don't care about. I love these new women. I think this is the most talented women roster we have ever had in the WWE. If you add Asuka to Monday Night Raw, wow. That would be wow. And the question, let's go back to the question. Should Asuka join Monday Night Raw or SmackDown? I honestly feel like Asuka should join SmackDown Live. I honestly feel like SmackDown's women needs Asuka more than Raw's women does. Especially if you add Nikki Bella to SmackDown Live, then, it's going to be awesome to see Asuka interact with someone like Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella, Naomi. It would be very interesting, the stories that they can build. The longest reigning women's champion or Divas champion, Nikki, versus the longest reigning NXT women's champion, Asuka. There's so many possibilities. There's a lot of possibilities as well on Monday Night Raw, but we've seen Asuka against Nia Jax in NXT. We've seen Asuka against Bayley in NXT. We've seen Asuka against Mickie James. We've seen Asuka with Emma. So I feel like we're beginning kind of like a retread of NXT. On SmackDown, there are fresher matchups for Asuka to have. And they better not ruin Asuka. Asuka better be just as dominant as she is in NXT. If they ruin Asuka, like they've sort of ruined Nakamura, I'm quitting the WWE. I'm putting the hashtag, I'm going to get it trending, quit WWE. And because it's just going to show the incompetence of the writing teams. I think right now, as a matter of fact, this is not part of the subject, but I feel like right now, Raw and SmackDown's writers are pretty incompetent and have not been as exciting as it was a few months ago. Well, Raw has actually gotten a little better, but SmackDown is definitely not at that level like they were a few months ago. It's still pretty good to watch, but it's not as great as it once was, in my opinion. And that's what we need to see. So I'm asking you guys, comment below. Should Asuka join Raw or SmackDown? Let me know. Let me know why. Just want to see what you guys feel. Go to the description box below. Follow me on my social medias. I use Instagram the most, posting random memes from all, sources that I find here, either Facebook or Instagram. I make sure to tag everybody who creates the memes. So follow my Instagram, become a part of JobberNation. Most importantly, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button so you know when I'm coming out with another video. Join the JobberNationTV community, people. We're looking to grow here in 2017, moving into 2018. So make sure you share it with your friends. And make sure that if you don't do anything else, you always kick out at 2. See ya.